Soy Ramses is a decently sized YouTube channel that focuses on a man named Ramses, who uploads plenty of content related to the paranormal, various different investigations and much more. In one video published on January 3rd, 2021, Ramses ventures out to an eerie haunted cemetery at an unknown location to conduct an investigation. Luckily, or unluckily for Ramses, he got what he wished for. At around the 7-minute mark, Ramses is shining his flashlight in front of him when something startling catches his eye. Take a look.
Como pueden ver, estoy un poco... ¡A la madre! ¿Qué es eso? ¡A la madre! ¡Ay, que me caigo! ¡A la madre! ¡Ay, que me caigo! Dios, 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 Dios.
Later on at 1:30 a.m., Ramses uses a spirit box to attempt to make contact with the dead. What at first sounds like a bunch of static suddenly starts to make sense. The word lakate translates to leave. If the spirit box only said lakate once, then you could potentially brush it off as a fluke, but a few seconds later, it happens again.
Te estoy molestando aquí. ¿Necesitas algo? Te estoy molestando aquí. ¿Necesitas algo? ¿Te estoy molestando? ¿Por qué dijiste mi nombre?
A little later on, while standing in the middle of the cemetery road, he sees something else that chills him to the core. Watch this.
Cuando vino creo que se quedó un poco más adelante de aquí. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¡A la verga! ¡Ay, no, 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 no!
At this point, Ramses is on the verge of leaving, but he isn't 100% done quite yet. He tries to taunt the paranormal entity that is in the cemetery, but something scary happens to him, which causes him to leave the area and not return.
¡Cristo me acompaña! ¡Manifiéstate, maldita bruja! ¡A la madre! ¡Manifiéstate, no seas cobarde! ¡No te tengo miedo! ¡A la madre! ¡No, no, 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 no!
So, what do you think? Was Ramses actually the target of an eerie spirit in this cemetery? Was this all a big hoax? Let me know in the comments below. In January of 2013, the small channel by the name of Maximum Disclosure uploaded a short but sweet video that seems to document something eerie thanks to night vision footage at somebody's house. The camera footage seems to show us a room with the door hung open for a while, with nothing else of importance happening. But after about 20 seconds or so, we finally see what makes this particular clip so frightening. It almost looks as though some figure of cameras walking straight towards the wall. But once you analyze it, it simply doesn't make sense for many reasons, the biggest of which being how the shadow disappeared in the first place. If I was the homeowner and I woke up to my camera footage showing this, I would be looking into new houses immediately. Let's just hope that this homeowner never had any other, more terrifying paranormal encounters. If you've been watching my channel for some time, you're probably aware of a channel called Dark Ghost Paranormal. They are one of the best paranormal investigation style channels on the internet, and this video is no exception to their quality. In this video, Dark Ghost Paranormal explores an allegedly haunted house. The backstory says that elderly people used to live in the house, and there was frequent paranormal activity that went on there. Most of it came from the basement. At night, they heard talking coming from the basement, noises in the house itself, and a constant sound of somebody trying to open up the basement. They then proceeded to hammer the basement in. At a later date, the residents of the house died, and the house was then inherited by their relatives. But the relatives refused to live in the house, and now it is empty. A house with a backstory that interesting is sure to make for one good exploration video. And it sure does, as you'll see. Just 3 minutes in, we watch footage of a camera placed up high above, when something strange happens in the sink nearby. Then, just 30 seconds or so later, something genuinely terrifying happens.
Сейчас, чуть попозже еще посижу. Друзья, все рушится.
The uploader is filming in one room of the house when he hears something odd coming from one of the other rooms. From this point, he begins to work his way around the house, and for a while, they seem to be finding some peace. Later on, the cameraman proceeds to enter the basement that I mentioned earlier. It's in this basement where the man filming begins to hear some truly scary things that startle him every time. Take a look and have a listen. After this, the man leaves the house and hasn't returned for another investigation, and after watching what happened in this video, who can blame him? Clive20278 uploaded this video to his channel in June of 2010 with the description reading, "I was working my usual shift and kept hearing a lot of noise coming from the common room. Thought it was the usual kids again, but when I looked at the tape, I was quite disturbed." So, what exactly happened that day that could have possibly caused Clive to be so frightened? Well, let's have a look and see. As you can see, this is obviously quite strange and seems like it could potentially be the work of a poltergeist. After all, what else could have caused this to happen if it wasn't a hoax? Clive further states, that TV was definitely unplugged because it doesn't even have an aerial attached at the moment, further emphasizing the fact that, according to him, this video is not faked. So it begs the question, what did happen that day? I'm curious to hear your theories, so be sure to leave them in the comments down below. In a March 2021 upload, the YouTube channel Paranormal, a channel you should definitely check out, headed on out to the Hangmans Church to conduct yet another investigation at the building. A couple of minutes into the video, one of the crew is discussing to the camera something that happened during the investigation that comes across as very weird and freaky to them. Take a look and see for yourself.
And then I had to quickly run to the get the K2 meter from the truck, and the doll was on the ground, but it was in such a weird position that it looked like it was sitting upright in the door frame. It could have fallen. We did notice a crack in the doll's head, and sometimes I wear headphones when we record just so I can monitor the mic levels. So it could have fallen, but I didn't hear it, and it didn't appear that Jordan had heard it. So that I found strange, but it's kind of take it as you wish.
Once they noticed the doll on the ground, this happens.
I'll be right here. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Whoa. Fuck. What's up? This doll is on the ground. Did you hear that? It was upstairs? I heard something like from the stairwell or something. I swear, yeah, obviously it was right there. Was it like on the edge of the table or something?
Despite the creepy events that they have already been subjected to, the crew persists and moves into the bell room and discuss what they are about to do, a sensory deprivation test, when something suddenly diverts their attention.
Okay, well obviously you're doing the sensory deprivation then. I'm not going to do it. What the f was that?
I definitely did just move on somewhere.
Once they are actually doing the sensory deprivation, the man behind the camera begins to talk to the potential spirit in the room and brings up the creepy backstory of the church, and it seems as though he gets at least some sort of a response. Thankfully, the man performing sensory deprivation is okay and doesn't get his hat moved like he did last time.
Okay, so he clearly isn't anywhere near this bell. Is your name Louisa?
Me.
Me.
No.
Did you have any of the...
Got you.
Got you. Did you...
One.
Were you the mother of any of the kids that died here? We know that there was 14 kids that passed away in a short period of time here. A lot of them were due to a fire. Is that true?
Really long.
After they do this, they move into another area of the church to try to make contact with spirits nearby, which sets off a domino effect of insanity.
Were you trying to move it to yes? Or to spell your name?
Holy shit.
Okay, don't let go. Did you feel
What the fuck happened?
the thing fell? That thing fell.
Yeah, but why did it fucking fall?
I never saw the light, and Jordan says as well, he never saw the motion light going off. But if you watch closely, it looks like an entity of some sort is moving past the motion light, setting it off, knocking the picture down, and then with one of our static cameras, you can see what I believe is a shadow at least moving across from right to left of the screen.
There's something over there. It's like it's everywhere in this place.
At this point, the paranormies know that they cannot stay too much longer, as they are already being subjected to tons of creepy things. They want to stay a bit longer, but then they hear something that makes them change their mind and leave.
Yeah, get off.
Yeah, I kind of
Get
want to
off.
go now.
Get the out of here.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of done.
Because the Hangmans Church is so haunted and so interesting, I wouldn't be surprised if the paranormies head back there sometime in the future to do a part 3. But if they do, let's hope that they are prepared to once again face the angry spirits inside.